So if you don't know what this is Supermarket Simulator. I've been playing for like the past 2 days, I think. 3 days? What did I buy? I bought it for my birthday, just because I was watching somebody play it, and I was like, I cannot stand the way he's doing this. He's doing it completely wrong, so I need to buy it. So I bought it, and I played it for... How many hours have I already put into this? 31 hours. 2 days, so, you know. I'm not starting from the beginning in this, just because the beginning's kind of boring, for one, and for two, I wasn't going to stream this at all, but like, I don't want to play anything else, and I'm currently obsessed. So we are starting with, I think, 3 upgrades on the store itself, and then I have the storage upgraded 3 times as well. As you can see, I have $7,600. I spent yesterday kind of just like racking up some money because the next few upgrades and licenses are going to be quite expensive. So yeah, anyway, this is our supermarket. Okay, this is our supermarket. We've got the big sign. I don't know if he's going to extend the sign all the way across. This is in early access, super early access, like it just went into early access, and there's already been, I think, 2 updates since it got released. I think an update was supposed to go out today. I don't know if it did, though. He was saying that, I say he, I don't know if the creator is he. I just hear everybody say he, and I assume that they've looked into it no better than I do. I don't see an update for today, so we'll see. I think they're a British creator, so their day is pretty much coming to an end, so I don't think it's going to come out today, but they probably have a full-time job, and this is just a side thing. I don't know. For being, like, the whole game is essentially in this room, right? This room and your storage room. We'll look through this in a second. But for that being it, there's actually quite a lot. So we have a hotel next door. Sometimes... I don't know if I've seen people come out here. A lot of like apartment blocks, so it's a good area for a supermarket. But the problem with that is we have a candy smoke shop thing here. Oh, a spa. I never saw the spa. There's a spa here. I'm getting run over by a cab. Another smoke shop here. Oh, he must have changed these because I thought these were all groceries before. I feel like he changed it. Yeah, so there's a grocery store right here on the back end. And then there's another grocery store here. So we have 2 competitors on this next street over. So none of these people are going to want to come to our store unless we outprice them. And then another smoke shop. And then another grocery. That's 3 groceries on this one street. And then you got a deli. So why do they even want to come to my place? You got 2 delis. So why do they even want to come to my place for... like ham or something? I don't know what else you get at a deli. I just always think of like sliced ham. Oh, there's a dry cleaner here. I'm sure these are all references to some stuff, and I think like the people models, he's gonna add like people who've played this game too, probably like big streamers. 3 dry cleaners over here, another smoke shop. A lot of smoking and tobacco use in this area. Another deli. I swore there was like 4 grocery stores. He must have changed out some of those, I feel like, because I was going around the block just because, like, look at all this detail that's in this game. Like, I mean, no, it's not the most refined, obviously. It's not, like, the highest quality for 2024, but there's, like, a little, like, park here. It'd be cool if you could, like, buy this and, like, grow some of your products that you could sell. That'd be cool. There's another deli there. A spa. There's another deli here. But, like, he didn't have to put all this in because, you know, we're just on that one street. But you can, like, roam all the way around. You can, like, jump and stuff. Also, I think this is funny. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but I think it's funny. These are in the wall. Yeah, so there's all that. I also just like these, like, little cut-ins and alcoves and stuff. Another spa. Okay, so there's only a few grocery stores. But that's still quite a lot. Coming from somebody who lives in, like, southern Midwest of the U.S., where, like, the closest grocery store is 2 miles from my house and you have to drive, essentially. Also, the cars stop at stoplights, which I think is just a nice touch. Again, didn't have to add that, but they did. I also like all the graffiti everywhere. Like, just, I know it probably isn't anything, but I like the attention to detail, having made video games before. So in the next updates, he's going to, next few updates, is probably not the next one, obviously do bug fixes, but he's going to add the ability to close these doors because we can't do that yet. And then the ability to hire somebody to stock shelves, because essentially whenever you get to this point in the game, you have employees running the registers, but you're just running around stocking shelves. So yeah. One of the things I want to do today, one of the first things that we'll do probably after, I'll probably run one day just so you guys can kind of see what the game is about. But one of the first things I want to do is get the next group of products and rearrange. I just rearranged this, but I'm not really happy with this layout either because this is kind of weird. But anyway, this is the supermarket. You come in and you're surrounded by registers, but I just need more space. This is all of the pop and water. This is the frozen section. You have pizza and fries and a whole chicken. And then this is the shelf-stable milk, like Pedialyte, I think is a milk. No, Pedialyte's like a water thing. I know there's stuff like this at the grocery store where it's like shelf-stable milk products, basically like a protein shake. Or something like that. And then potatoes, and then we got our milk and our eggs and our butter. I really hate the bottom shelves because I just feel like you wouldn't want to put products down there, but anyway. Cheese here, which I feel like the cheese should go in one of these things. Because like in our grocery stores, you know, they have like the open fridge sections where it's essentially this, but it's open. I don't know. Tuna, yogurt, and juices. And then we have the cereal and bread aisle, or shelf. And then honey, peanut butter, and oils. Because I don't know where else to put it. This is all sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. This is powdered and brown. This is our white powders. This is rice, salts, and flour. And then our pasta section, which is spaghetti, pasta, and elbows. Toilet paper, cleaning products, hand soap, shampoo, cleaner, and dishwashing tablets. Yeah. And bleach. And this is the most important section of the store. Our coffee and our tea. And then candy. Got some chocolates and some cakes and some candy. So yeah, that's basically it for now. We've got Steve and we got Daryl. And then we've got my register here. So I think I'm going to go ahead. We're fully stocked already for the day. So we're going to go ahead and open and we'll run through one day. Oh, did I order? Oh God, I hope I ordered. Oh yeah, this is the stock room. I didn't go through here. These are furniture that I've been saving up so that we can get the next few things. But this is essentially, I've just kind of mimicked the shelves that I have in here and here. So like this is egg and cheese, and then like this is all the pop and water section and juice. And then this is more fridge stuff, and this is all the freezer stuff. I actually didn't buy anything. We'll deal with that later. It's fine. Usually I try to keep a, like, this is really bad actually. I'll just, no, we're okay. I try to keep extra, and like whenever a product is like, so in here the prices of products go up and down. So whenever a product is down, I buy an excess because then I'm buying it at a cheaper price and then we have a better profit. And whenever it's up, I try to avoid buying it. So that's why I keep it extra stock, because then, you know, I don't have to worry about refilling on that day. Oh wow, we have quite a few that are down today. I don't think I changed the prices either. I should probably do that. What was it? It was butter, sugar, the Pablo sugar, butter, sugar, bread, I want to say. Yeah, butter, sugar, bread. So I probably should have gone through and checked all the prices. Oh wow, that went way down on all of these, just because I feel like sometimes they change without really telling you too. So, oh wow, this went way down too. I try to keep them at hold cents too, because it kind of bothers me when they're not. Just because it's kind of min-maxing, because like whenever you have to punch in the dollar amount here, you don't have to put in the fourth number if it's a 0. So I just try to do it like that. So it's 40 cents. Oh crap, I missed it. I don't know what he complained about. Hey, welcome, Rogue. How's life? I got a second job, obviously. Spaghetti's too expensive. It's a little pricey. We'll go 7.80. I think the sweet spot's like 40 to 30 cents. Depending, there's some things where I only make like a 10-cent profit. So, you know. So this is what I mean about min-maxing. So since this ends in a 0, I don't have to put in that last number, so it kind of goes a little bit faster. I was trying to do whole dollar amounts, but like people complain too much, so I just stopped doing that. But this is basically the whole game here. Actually, for a while there, I wasn't even doing this part of the game where I was checking people out. I literally was just sitting here watching as the day went by and waiting until I could get back to my restocking game. Because I spent a lot of time in this room. I really can't wait till he allows customization because I hate the yellow. It's just I stare at these walls so often that it gets old. Whoa, lady, how much pasta you need? Also, I heavily judge everybody based on what they buy. Like this guy, 3 cheeses? 3? I respect that though. And then I just sit up on my chicken perch and I watch everybody. Because they're unruly. Oh, I was supposed to orange juice, right? I don't have any. I forgot. Oh, no, God. Wow, I'm really fumbling this today, but that's okay. By 2. I'm going to eat into my shipping. Also, our shipping guy just drops everything on the sidewalk. It's really considerate like that. Yeah, there's still juice in here. Forgot I had accidentally miss-shelved something and then like didn't. Oh, I think I heard a ding. My bad, sorry. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of potatoes, bro. Bottled water's too expensive. Fine. I'm gonna try to shelve those before we get our 5 o'clock rush. I usually get a rush at 5 o'clock and like 9 o'clock, which is the closing time. So, and like time just stops at 9 o'clock. You don't have to actually close the doors, but I just let everybody come through because then like, you know, it's just extra sales for the day. But anyway, let's throw this chicken in there. Get our juice away. That's eggs, my bad. They can wait a second. Sorry, I kind of run everybody everywhere, so if it gets kind of like too dizzy, just let me know and I'll slow it down a little bit. I'm just used to like frantically running everywhere. Oh, that's a 4. My bad. And yes, you can shortchange people. I try not to, because you lose experience if you do that. It does piss them off. Butter. Butter. Oops, I didn't mean to open that. And just pretend that everything is refrigerated whenever it's in the storage, because nobody likes a tattletale. I think he is going to add expiration dates eventually, but yeah, this is my second job. I'm a Nepo baby. My parents brought me a grocery store, and like I've just turned it into a profit. I wish I had a... Honestly, some days with my job now, I'd go back to working at Walmart. It wasn't that bad. And some days my job feels so like fake that like having something that's like a real job like this, and I think that's why like these kinds of games satisfy people so much, is because like so much of like office jobs is like pretend work. Pretend work that makes other people real money. So like doing these kinds of things is just like real work, you know? I'm supplying products for the community. Is it a real community? No, because people suck in real life. But a grocery store in fake life? Amazing. I think I already have quite a bit of these. That's okay. No. Oh, close the box. You can stack stuff the box is open. I just use it as a way to signal that this is a full box of products. So if the box is open, it's missing at least one of the products, but if the box is closed, it's completely full. That's just a trick I have for myself. Because I'm a little OCD when it comes to this stuff. Okay. Hopefully we have enough for buying everything that we need for tomorrow, since I kind of flubbed that. I usually restock at nights and then purchase in the morning, but I just got distracted this morning, so it's fine. We did a walk of the neighborhood instead of like putting our order in, which is fine. Also, I only have a register because these guys are so slow at scanning stuff, and people have such big orders now that... Problem. Okay, are we out of anything? Potatoes. Oh, we are out of chicken. That is not good. They will complain about not having chicken. Fortunately, it's already 9 p.m., so everybody who wanted chicken probably didn't get it. Oopsies. Yes, I'm still at the same job. Well, I got a bonus today, so that's kind of nice. Fucking deserve more than a yearly bonus, but whatever. I'll allow it. Okie dokie. I prefer braise, honestly, which I think it's about that season. Damn, 135 for groceries? Okay. So that's kind of how the day cycle goes. It goes by so fast considering, like, how much time you spend stocking, especially the bigger your store gets, like, the more you do it. I think it takes longer for me because I'm a little, like, OCD about, like, keeping everything organized, but I've watched people, like, who don't keep things organized, and I honestly don't know how they play the game. Also, I just remembered they said one of the bottles of water is overpriced. I think it was this one. I don't feel like that's that overpriced. I usually try to do 30 cents above market price, and then this is how much I make based on how much I spent. I'm gonna leave it for now. We'll worry about it tomorrow. You never know. So we ended up with 9,500. That should allow us to get the storage upgrade, like the storage room upgrade, the store upgrade, and the next batch of products, as well as like a restocking of everything that we need right now. We'll find out though. It's empty. Yeet. I'll throw it out later. I found it's easier to just like stay in the flow of restocking and then go and move all the boxes later. Personally. Also, it's just more fun. So there's that. Let's put this down here so we can move the orange juice down here. And the orange is full. Is this full? Bum, 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 bum. But I would ideally like these on end caps, but I just don't have enough space for an end cap here because like it would be in like the walkway, and then if I put it here then I couldn't have this here, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that yet. This goes up there. Eggs. Eggs. Yeet. I won't do that every time. It's only funny like the first few times. Cheese. Although this is cheese I've never heard of before. One thing I wish you would add is like the option of buy a trash can in your storage unit or something, so you don't have to walk out front. I know that kind of takes more challenge away, but the whole point is to, like, as you spend money, it gets easier. Also, oh, did I already do this? I already did this. I was going down, not up. These full, those are full. I need the Comte cheese. As you can see, staying organized is very important in this game. I also have quite a large stock of stuff right now. I try to keep like 2 unopened boxes or like 2 shelves worth of unopened boxes of each product, but like I've just had a really good like run, so like I've been stocking up on some stuff so that I can go a few days without like purchasing anything. Like we accidentally did today. But like as you can see, this takes a lot longer. And I know some people like I'm in this to kind of like it's more relaxing to me to just like have the background noise and like organize everything than it is to like actually run the store. I know some people like stock as the store's running, but I don't know. I don't do that. I just did that. Apparently, I can't talk and stock. Talk and stock. I bet if like I could make the same amount of money that I make now doing like this at a grocery store, I would totally just do this at a grocery store. Like the people that go around and like organize the shelves like throughout the day, that I could do that for a living. If it paid as well, that'd be my shit. Oh, I missed. Car needs to get looked at. I don't think it should be making that kind of noise. Definitely gonna have to buy some coffee in the morning. So you can't buy anything after 9 p.m. You have to buy it either in the morning before time starts or during the day. Once 9 p.m. rolls around, you're kind of stuck with what you got. So I usually choose to do it in the morning. I hope he never changes it to where like time is always running and you just like lose a day. I mean, I feel like that would detract from the game majorly. Like kind of like the appeal to me anyway is that there isn't much to it. You just chill out and just run your store happily. He is going to add like expiration stuff, but personally, I don't really... I know some people would like that, but I don't fuck with that. I kind of like that I can just like stock up on products. Especially as you get more, I mean, you have to like manage your space and stuff, so it's not like you can just have infinite product. I don't know. Maybe make it optional. For us people who just want to play a chill game about putting stuff on shelves. This is why I call it the box organizer simulator, because I probably spend more time in this room just like moving boxes than anything. Which I'm not mad about. I'm gonna get some music. There isn't... I guess there is like ambient sound, but there's no music in the game yet. To be fair, that is like... This is rice. This is an expensive part of making games. Getting licensing stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't see... Yeah, there's nothing in that corner. Just making sure that my camera's not blocking anything. Probably should have made sure at the beginning of the stream, but that's okay. Also, my shelf placement may seem weird, but whenever you first get it, the wall only comes to like here. So these were like the first shelves I put in, and then it expanded to like just this space. So then I put in these, and then this is the expansion I just bought last time. And I definitely could rearrange this, but like it kind of works. Having like the little pockets in between shelves is kind of useful sometimes, so you know. Whatever. It works, it works. Did I finish the rice? Yes. I do think it's funny that you can hear like people talking and stuff even when the store's... I guess my store technically isn't closed. I didn't close it. I never do. I don't see the point. Time stops and people don't come in. So why bother? The store is only ever open, never closed. Steve and Daryl get it. Also, I'm probably going to forget their names in between. It's not important. Bees. Lots of bees. Bees. No, these are chibis. Little chibis. You wonder why this game got so popular and everybody's streaming it right now. It's because VTubers found it and started playing it, and then everybody else did it because whatever VTubers do is cool and you must do what they do. Let me put the open box of bread down here. I'll put these two up there. That'll work. Oh, it was here. So I've recently moved stuff around, but we're gonna have to redo this. I think we're gonna do some redesigning in the morning because we're gonna buy new stuff. Because I think we finally have enough money to do it. Because it's like, I think the next license is like 2,000, and then that doesn't include actually buying the products. And then and then we have to buy whatever we're lacking on now. Like whatever products we already have, we have to buy to fill up our storage. So that's usually at least $1,000 depending on the day, because some days I have stocked up so much that we just don't really go through a lot of product, and other days go through quite a bit. So like sometimes I sell one hand soap all day. Like today I sold a whole like shelf of hand soap. So it just is what it is. So I'll have an open box of this. And yes, it is possible to accidentally throw away a box with products in it. That's why sometimes you'll see people just like close the box before throwing it away just to double check that it's empty. Because like if it has something in it, it won't have a picture, or it will have a picture of what's in it on it. So it's empty, it doesn't have a picture. That's a good way to make sure that you don't toss any products. Which I literally tossed 4 apple juices yesterday because I was like running to the trash can to throw out the box and it was closing, and like right as I clicked the trash can, it was like, nope, there's still apple juice in here. I was like, fuck. There's probably like 4 in there. I was like, okay, well, oh well. Do I have any open boxes? I don't. Okay. Wait, on the floor? No. That's full. Okay, we didn't do the big stuff, but we can get those in a second. Hotel California. Good song though. Oh, wrong shelf. Too many shelves. I do kind of wish that I didn't have to, so like here, whatever I put in is whatever it pulls out. I kind of wish it would just take from the front. So that way it always puts in the back and you always take from the front. I don't know. I could see how that could get annoying too, but it would cut some of the time on the box organization. How many do I have left in here? 1? Yeah, I'm just going to put the ones with 1 in it in here. Just so I don't count those as my stock, because it's barely anything. We'll just throw those out during the day. Man, it says my bitrate's bad again today. I don't know if it's actually bad or if it's lying like last time. Anytime you click out of the game, it pauses, so if I do that during the day, don't panic. We need to do butter. I almost always forget the butter because it's just down here. And I almost miss it every time. Literally walk past it every time. A lot of butter. I like back-to-back like yogurts down in sale, so I just have like a lot of yogurt. And it doesn't, I don't know, like the margins aren't very good on it, like, yeah, the margins aren't very good on it. Like, people complain about this price. I had it down to where I was only making like 10 cents off of it, and I still wasn't selling very much of it. We're out of chicken. Pizza. Pizza, pizza. Oh, we're out of fries too. Sheesh. That's what happens when you forget to order. Absolutely hate the bleach box. So big. How big that thing is. Ridiculous. But like 10 butter boxes in there. And then potatoes. Where did I put my potatoes? Do I not have any potatoes? I probably don't have any potatoes. It's not a full box. What is wrong with me? I'm choking, guys. Supermarket life is too hard. Okay. Well, oops. I think that's all that we have. Yeah, because I don't have any potatoes anywhere. Any potatoes up here? I don't see any big boxes because potatoes come in a bigger box. Okay, well, that's the end of the day then. I don't know why. I just like stalking at night. I have no idea why. Pretty good profit for the day though. Sheesh. Okay. Oh, we only missed out one sale. Okay, that's okay then. Also, if I do checkouts, like one of the benefits, I can't get a third cashier, but one of the benefits to waiting a little bit until I absolutely need a fourth cashier is that we get more experience if I do some of the checking out. If I did it all, we get a lot. Tuna, sugar, brown sugar, and honeybee cereal. And this is what I mean by it's quicker to just like grab it from the spot. I don't know how Steve and Darrow get past the boxes, but somehow they do. I have also considered just like keeping all of the boxes. I've seen a few people do this where I think it was Dr. Gluon. He kept the boxes and he built like a box fort out of like disused boxes. I did think about just like piling it up in like the alleyway over there and just like keeping them all just to see like at the end the mountain of boxes that you use, but I didn't want to break the game because I feel like eventually that would kill some of the game. And I was playing this while I was like editing videos and like watching podcasts, so I was already using a lot of resources, I'll be honest. The reason why I started doing this is because like whenever I run into it, I miss the trash can every time. It got so annoying. Okay, so today we're gonna buy products. Let's just get the new license. Let's get it. We have money. Okay, so first we need to pay our bills. Oh, I forgot to pay bills yesterday. That's okay. So we paid our bills. You get daily bills. You have daily bills and daily rent. So if you don't do it 3 days in a row, they like take away your license or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna find out. I don't know if anybody's found out. So we're gonna get this license. This gives us these things. I don't know what some of them are. Moussaka, no idea. Salmon, scallop, steak, sushi, veal. Our first meat. Oh no, we have chicken. Never mind. Our first red meat. Oops. So these are our new things. What is this? Rand point. I don't know. I'm gonna get 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of these. You can see the price adds up quickly. You think that like almost 10 grand is a lot of money? I can burn through that in like 2 seconds. 16, we might need to get a third. Let's get 4 of these. Oops, how many did we end up getting? I don't know where these go yet either, so... Well, I guess I do now. Before. So fridge, 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 fridge. Okay, they're all in a fridge, which is fine because I have 2 spare fridges, but it looks like we only need 1. If we want to be kosher, though, might have to put it in 2. No, I don't know all the kosher rules. But I think it's like you have to keep, like, meat separate or something like that. That's all that kosher means. I don't know. All I know is that kosher is on salt for some reason. Sushi large. Oh, we only got 1. Okay. Let's get 3 more of those. Get 2 of these and 2 of these. Okay, and then we'll need to get 1, 2, 3 potatoes. No, wait, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potatoes. Potatoes. I want to see the new stuff. I don't think I'll put it... I don't know if one of them is cheese. Are you cheese? No, you're steak. Okay, so we got steak. Got our potatoes. Put it away for now. We got some sushi. More steak. I think it's steak. Is it steak or is it veal? No, that's a cow. Okay. Man, veal is good too. Wait, is veal cow? Veal is sheep, right? I feel like it's sheep. Venison is deer. I don't know why we gotta have names for everything. It's like, it's fucking chili peppers. It's like, if it's dried, it has a different name than whatever it's like the whole pepper. Okay, what is this? These are scallops. Sushi. Oops. That looks good. Go for some sushi. Put some potatoes in here. Usually I order all this stuff at once in just like a big pile. I just wanted to like be able to see all the things, all the new things before we get everything. Moussaka? It's like a lasagna? Is that what it is? Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. It's gonna bother me. What is this? Greek beef and eggplant lasagna. That's a lasagna I would probably actually eat, because the only thing I hate in a lasagna... Well, okay, there's 2 things I hate in lasagna. I should like lasagna. All things considered, I like cheese. I should like lasagna. But I don't like pasta, I don't like garlic, and I don't like tomato-based sauces. So, lasagna is not my favorite food. But eggplant noodles I could get behind. That sounds way better than pasta. This is something. I'm just putting these in my way for now, so I gotta figure out. See, that's why I also saved up enough money, because I don't know where I'm gonna put them in here. Like, technically, this is fridge stuff, and that's fridge stuff. And maybe I should move this shelf next to this shelf, because that would make more sense. But also, this is fridge stuff, and that's fridge stuff. And this is freezer stuff, and this is toilet paper and bleach. So, I don't know where we're gonna put everything. That was another thing, is I need to see the shape of the boxes to know, like, how much space it's gonna take up, if that makes sense. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Oh, here's the lamb. Oh, is it lamb? Is that what his veal is? Or is veal like baby cow? I don't know anymore. Yeah, no, veal is cow. Like baby cow, right? Because it's like lamb as baby sheep. Oh, we did have potatoes. Ah, now fuck. That's okay. Oh, I wasn't putting potatoes over there. I was putting chicken over there. I don't really have a spot for potatoes because the boxes are so big that I just kind of been putting them in this corner. And then I guess I just missed one. So that's true. I need to put the potatoes back over there. Go in your home. I kind of wish there was like little racks. I guess the storage goes back that way. It would have to go back that way because like then this space doesn't make any sense. I definitely need to do some reorganizing in there and then some reorganizing in here. That will be in a second. So we need a fridge. I think they're here. No. Oops, that's a rack. That's a fridge. So we got a fridge. Because I only have 1, 2 free fridge spaces. And these are all fridge. So we're just going to put it here for now and we can stock it. Okay, so I think we want... Oh, you're Masuka. I'm going to say that wrong. Because it's Greek and I don't know any Greek. So this is the scallops. And then I guess this will just kind of be our meat fridge for now. We'll probably separate it out later. Because we have like raw meat and then ready-made meals. I'll just put this on the bottom, I think. Okay, good. Fills up 2 slots. That's good. So this will be in the storage. And then I want to put the scallops. Or do I want to put the scallops? I don't need to put it next to this stuff. We can put the scallops. Okay, what is this? What let me see here. The Norway box. Okay, that is salmon. Oh, we got salmon. Okay. So let's put the salmon here, I think. That's all salmon. And then this is sushi. This is the large sushi. Let's put the large sushi on top. Yeah, that's how I did the eggs. Mostly because that's how I got the eggs in. And then we can do the smaller sushi. Is this a small sushi or is this the same? This is the same. Hold on. Did we get 2 different sushis? Yeah, this one. Smaller thing of sushi here. Okay. And then this is the big sushi, which we already have 2 of. This is salmon, and we can't stack these any higher. Okay. So these... What is this? What is that box? Scallops. Scallops gratin. 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 I don't know why I said gratin. Gratin. Okay, so this is kind of like our fish fridge. But then the Masuka's out of place because it's not fish. Or meat. But we don't have like another fish to put in there. This is all sushi. So we have 2 meats which don't fit in there, but that's okay. I guess for now we can move the yogurt into the cheese fridge. Also, this is why you should keep extra boxes that are either almost empty or completely empty. I did keep at the very beginning because I watched people play before I played. I kept 1 of each box size as I got it, like an empty one, just so I could move stuff. Because I like making it aesthetic. I feel like if you don't do that, you kind of lose kind of some of the charm of the game, if you will. I think I might move the tuna down. Also, I think it's crazy that tuna's in the fridge. Because that's I don't think I've ever seen cold tuna in a grocery store. I don't even... Maybe like a whole tuna, like fresh tuna. That we don't really have fresh fish here because we live in Oklahoma. But if it was fresh, I could that would make sense. But like, we ain't got no tuna in Oklahoma that's fresh. Yeah, I think I want to move the tuna down. I think that's a good idea. You know what would be good about reorganizing it? Moving this rack over so that I have a straight shot to that back area. That would actually help a lot. Okay. Another thing that would be really cool if you added to the game is like optional stuff. Like this could go in the fridge and then you can sell it at a higher price, which I gotta remember set prices and all this. Or like if you sell it as like a shelf product that unrefrigerated, kind of like pop. Like if you don't refrigerate the pop, you don't have to sell it at a higher price. Because I feel like refrigerating all of your 2 liters, that's kind of crazy in a grocery store. Okay, let's set these because I always forget to set prices and I would be very sad. I need to kind of go through and see if like, I guess I can do that. See all of my prices are okay because I haven't done that in a while. I try to do whole dollars when I can or half dollars just because I'm lazy. And it's just kind of a theme now. Yeah, like the soap, I only make like $10 off of the market price. Like I cannot sell it for more than the market price. It's crazy. I know most people probably set it at the market price, but our store runs at whole dollars. Oh, I need more toilet paper. Now let's finish this and then we'll worry about restocking here in a second. I will not forget today. Oh, this is kind of high. Yeah, we aren't buying it though. Just set it to that. It's fine. I think people are complaining about it. It's fine. It's fine. Really fine. Anytime I mess with prices, it's almost always too expensive. That should probably come down. This can go up. Do 8. I don't think we can get away with that, but we'll try. Because if somebody's willing to buy it at 30 cents more expensive than what you would take. Capitalism, baby. $5.50. Okay, good. I don't know that you have to go in and check these all the time. I feel like if you miss something, then you don't have like a check and balance to go back and check it. Unless they tell you, like that tuna, it's set wrong. But like, I don't know how long it's been set that way. Wow, 10 cents off the market price, really? That's crazy. Let's up that a little bit. We're greedy in this local grocery store, okay? We're a Nepo baby. We're owed all your money. Okay? Yeah. Don't have a problem selling any of these. I'll leave it. I'm tempted to raise this just because like we sell so many. I'm not gonna leave it. Is that too hot? Nah, it's fine. The less people that buy it, the less you have to restock, you know? They leave my perfectly stocked shelves alone. Me, the only person playing the game not for profit, but for aesthetics. $5.40. I know I gotta set that fridge. I'll do that in a second. Okay. Alright. $12 for a bag of coffee. It's rough. Whoa. Sushi's expensive. $26? Seems high. 21. Half? Good profit. I'm getting that big box product. Shellfish. $4. Okay, this isn't fish, but hopefully Greeks don't mind. I feel like Greek cuisine has a lot of fish in it. I mean, it has to, right? Okay. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to reorganize this today. I think what I can do... I'm just gonna get these out of my way. For now, I'll figure out shelf space here in a second. I should probably just do it now. Let's see. I think if I move this here, then I have a straight shot. It isn't lined up with this though. Does that bother me? I don't know what I aligned this to. I guess I can move it. So I can always move this here, and then I can align this to that. Oops. On that. I use the lines in the floorboards to kind of line stuff up across. They're not right next to each other. So like the line went out to that line on this floorboard. Only because it bothers me if they're not like lined up min-maxing. Does it matter? Not really. Does it matter to me? Yes. That means we can put a shelf here because I don't need to actually get to the back of that. So I could put one here, which is good. This one like goes outside of its like white box. Yeah. You just scoot it back as far as you can. Okay. Yeah, that could work. And you know what I should do is just make this little like refrigerated section. So I should move. Okay, let me actually immediately move this. I should move this shelf in here, and this will just be all the refrigerated stuff. That can make sense. Keep losing what's on this shelf because I keep moving it, but... And then I'll just move the bleach out here somewhere. But this is like all the beverages, and then back here will be all the eggs and the cheese and the yogurt and the tuna. Maybe I just put the rest of the meat on this shelf, like fish and meat and stuff. And then, I guess that's a freezer technically. Should I move the freezer stuff out of here? I think I'll leave it for now. Because this is all chicken. That's fries, pizza. And then potatoes. I need a spot for bleach and toilet paper. Okay. Okay, let's put... sushi can go here, I guess. Sure. Put that there. Just get this all in here. That's big sushi. Usually whenever it's big boxes like that, I want to keep a floor space. So I'm going to do that. Maybe. What is this thing again? I don't remember. Put that there. Moussaka. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do it like that. What is this one? I don't remember what this thing is. Oh, it's salmon. That's right. Salmon. Steak. Means the scallops. That's sushi. That's sushi. And it took 2 of these boxes, so we want 4 of those. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's get these boxes out of the way, and then we'll stock up our storage room and the rest of our shelves, because I think there's a couple, like the toilet paper shelf isn't full. And then, now you understand what I mean whenever I say it's really just an organize the box simulator. Or organized boxes simulator, because you spend way more time in this game doing this than you do running the market, which I'm fine with. I don't really care for there to be a balance. Also, we gotta figure out where to put this. Did I change prices? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, missed a box. Oh, so I have 3, so I only need one of those. Okay. So I used to pull out a notepad and write down the stuff, but I'm just kind of lazy now and I don't do that. One of each pop. Soda. Okay. We're already down to 4,700. Good on water. Okay. I'll get another potato. We need the blue top water, a milk. Get one of these. Milk. Potato. Let's just get one more of these. Juice we're okay on. Okay, I do want to get probably one more. Let's see. Moussaka, scallops, and steak. These are all at the bottom. So another one of these. Another one. Nope, not 2. Only 1. For now. Another scallop. Need 2 fries. 2 fries. Oh, we only got 1. Yeah. 1 fry. We need chicken. We need 4. We need 5. Okay. 5 chicken. Tuna. Definitely don't need yogurt. I think we're fine on these for now. Small sushi and salmon. Can I just do like fish? No, okay. That'd be too easy. I think you could do it like here, right? Nope. Okay. I forgot what I said. Tuna, small sushi, and scallop. Scallop, small, tuna. No tuna today. Should be fine. Got a full box. Tuna's expensive, we don't buy it. These are all good. Get a 4-pack of eggs. Okay. Oop. Get one of those. Oh, we're at 10. So I paid my bills already today. Okay, we want to get another box of bleach. So we're down to this, just 1. We already got potato. We need 2 dark roast. Teaching coffee. Just get 1. 2 of these. Those look good. Candy. We need a chocolate. Yeah, we have 3 candy. Okay. Get a chocolate. We have plenty of that sugar. 2 peanut butter. Okay. Get 2 peanut butter. 3 of those milk. So I like that you can just type in PB and it brings up peanut butter. It's called PBs. 2 peanut butter and the milk. Get 3 of these. 4, 3. You need 2 blue flour, 2 red flour, and rice and salt. That's what happens when you don't stock up the day before. You end up having to put double in. salt. Rice salts. We need 2 chibi cereal. We're good on bread. An elbow. Pasta and a spaghetti. Chibi. Elbow. Pasta. Spaghetti. Get an oil. And cleaning tablets and soap. Oil, cleaning tablets, soap. Tablets and soap. Nope. Get the tablets. I did not. Got the powdered sugar. Got some brown sugar. I already got peanut butter. Okay, I think that's everything. And then I got the excessive stuff, right? Brown sugar, bee cereal. I know we went through all the prices, but yeah, I think it, wait, what did that say? So yeah, this is not gonna work. Let's go up to 580. Brown sugar. Okay. Is that it? Brown sugar. These tuna. Maybe people will buy some tuna because I've been sitting on tuna for a little bit. I guess I only have 1 box of tuna right now, but that's okay. We can buy more tomorrow whenever it's not expensive. Okay. So that's all that. Node prices are down today, which lame. So let's get all this stuff put away. Oh, it's not in the street today, so that's good. Usually it's in the street. And fortunately, the cars don't like push it down, because I was worried that I was just gonna find all my boxes at the end of the street, and that would be funny, but also tragic, because like it's already the longest part of the game. I think the cars will push you a little bit though. Just also, you can't put stuff on the top of the rack. Tragic. Just this. Yes, it is. Okay, well. Let me see. What's there? Chicken. Maybe that wasn't a good idea to move that. Scallops. Eggs. Where are my eggs now? Here. Milk. Oops. Yeah, I'll just let this fine. Peanut butter. Coffee. Oops. Yeah, I feel like if he implements like the expiration dates, he should definitely change it to where like the first thing you put on the shelf is the first thing that comes, or is the last. Yeah, first thing that goes on the shelf should be the first thing that comes off the shelf, without you having to cycle through and grab whichever you last put on the shelf, just to make everybody's life a little easier. Because, I mean, in real life, you could just grab the box. Like, sure, if it's underneath something, you can't, but I'm going to put the bleach here. I guess I don't have a place for the... I guess I can put a shelf back here. I do have a shelf. Do I have another shelf? No, I don't. I guess I could put a shelf here. It would just be for bleach and toilet paper, though. That's a problem. I can't fit a shelf here. It won't fit there. Tragically. I guess it's worth it. Let's just buy one. We have the money. Oh, and we still have stuff in here. Add a shelf. We're gonna use it. Oh, hold on. Oh no, we already have. It's fine. We'll use it. It's fine. I'm not mad. It's fine. It's whatever. We can just put another one here. I've been avoiding it because I always use that like floor space for stuff, but it's fine. Now we have more space to store potatoes and whatever else we want to store, you know? That's the right water. There's some people that play this game without ever running, and I don't know how they have the patience. Like, I run in every game I play. Like, if I'm playing a video game, I'm running in said video game. Like, it's not optional. Can this fit here? Oh, come on, game. Oh, I'm in the wall. Also, this is a bug to where you get stuck in this wall. You don't actually get stuck, but like whenever you're doing this, you're like, what am I doing? But I always like run up on this and get stuck in this wall because it has no collision on it for some reason. It's kind of funny because if you're going too fast, you just get in the wall. Like the sides of the wall have collision. Like I can't exit through the wall this way. This side of the wall does not. We'll just put this up here. Uh-oh. Is a box broken? Uh-oh, broken box. I didn't know that could happen on these. These can't go on the shelf is the problem. I guess I just do... Oh, I guess I do this. And then I box it back up, maybe? Okay. That's what I get for playing in the wall with the box. I can put these both here. That works. Okay. Sorry. Side quest distraction. Should probably get water. So it would do a better job. Maybe I should put on music. I kind of just like the chill, like, birds chirping, though. That is the difference. I guess doing it at night, you don't get birds chirping. Although I feel like birds do chirp at night. I guess it's just like different birds. I don't know. Night birds. Maybe like an owl. Although I don't know that owls are necessarily very near the city. I feel like owls are like deep forest birds. Although the only time... Well, I've seen owls. Have I seen owls in the wild? I don't know. I'm sure I have. But I can't think of it, so I'm not sure that I have. I couldn't tell you what owls are like native to this area of the US though, so... Basically any animal in the US can live in this part of the US. I think we have them all. Is that this one? Oh, I didn't need another one. That's okay, we can just set it here. Fine. Flower. Getting into the bigger boxes now. Flour. More flour. Give me a box, give me a box. Milk. Rice. Can I just say, okay, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Like, it's fine now because I have this door and I spent more money than I should have in the beginning to get to that door. this fence that he put in the game, so unnecessary. Because when you first start, you buy the storage, you have to go all the way around it. And the number of times when you're running back that you get stuck right here, it induces rage. PTSD just thinking about it, like, it makes me so angry. Unnecessary. He didn't have to do that to us, you know? Hey, my box. Ran over my chicken. Did I buy too much chicken? Did I put something here that wasn't chicken? I did. Oh my god. The potatoes look like a turkey to me. I always think it's like a turkey. Because, like, I don't know about where you guys are from, but whenever you buy turkeys for Thanksgiving, they look like that. So I just get the chickens and the turkeys mixed. They're not turkeys. Potatoes mixed up because it looks like a turkey. Anyway. I don't know what kind of potato bags you guys got over there in the UK, but isn't it so interesting how, like, grocery stores in different parts of the world are just so drastically different? I think it's interesting. How, like, we think that our lives are so interconnected, and then, like, the most simple things are very different. Okay, let's see if we're happy with that stock now. I think we're good there. I could buy more, but I'm not going to. We need to figure out where we want to put this fridge. Okay, so the way I was thinking of doing this is turning these shelves sideways. I think if I turn them this way instead, where do we want this to go? Kind of like in the middle of this board. I turn them like this instead. Right? I don't know if we put this one here. Yes. Then I think we can get another shelf in here. Maybe we can get end-capped fridges, because, like, this could definitely scoot over more. Like, we could definitely do something like this. I was thinking we could get another shelf over here, because I was going to put the fridge over there, like here. But I don't think this is gonna, because you can't put it here. I guess we could put a fridge here, but it doesn't really make sense. Try to leave 2 floorboards in between. Why did I think this would give me more shelf space? Because, like, I could put these here now. It's kind of crowded, though. I could put a fridge here, but it just doesn't make sense, you know? Or a freezer, rather. I could put a freezer there, but that doesn't make sense. This, I think, looks the best. But I was thinking about moving that shelf over here. I just don't have the room for it. Although, well, there's not really room here, because I could pull these all out. Like, I could pull this all the way up until here. Like that. So that doesn't look bad. I could put this here. Oh, you know, I could put both of these fridges on that wall. And then have potatoes and milk here? Or I could swap the potatoes and milk with the candy. I was just trying to keep that milk near, like, the fridges because, I don't know, it makes sense to me. But what I probably want to put on this end aisle is coffee. I mean, it should be candy. Let's put the candy there because that makes sense to me. Yeah, we're going up to like here. Middle of this board. Right there, roughly. Okay. And then this is like the baking aisle. Which would be like this. This is where it's like the difference between whether or not you are a like min-max gamer, like you don't really care how it aesthetically looks, versus whether or not you are a make it look pretty and nice gamer. Because min-maxer gamers do not care where the shelves go as long as everything works. Because they would put a shelf right there because it fits, so why not? Let's grab this shelf. I guess we're just gonna like throw this somewhere. Because we could put it here. Oh, the shelf makes me angry. I guess I could get rid of it. Just like have less potatoes out. That would not help. That would just cause more problems, to be fair. Wait, I want to put these two fridges on the back. I think minimize my working area. Just like a spot right here. Okay. Get these as close as possible. Because I think it looks weird when they don't touch. And then we could have this like this. Alright. Like, oh, this sticks out a lot more. It's not bad though. Like, that's still a sizable aisle. I mean, we could make it like, we could like put this here and like block off. Like, if we blocked it off to where they have to like go around, maybe. But I kind of like the flow of it better the other way. And then we can put this like here. And then I guess if we wanted, our drink fridge could still go there. I mean, they don't come all the way here, but then this feels like kind of weird and out of place. Because I don't want this to... I feel like this is narrow enough that if I put a fridge there, it would be... Like, here is just not enough space. I don't know if this improved anything. Like, is this better than having the one long aisle? Because, like, before the aisle just went that way. But now, like, this doesn't line up, and I don't know if that looks weird. It kind of does. I wish I could fit, like, one more shelf, like, here. If I could do that, then my whole life would be better. Can I do that? Just let me do it, Gabe. It's, like, just not enough space. I just don't need them to pay, you know? And I can't fit this way. Sadly. I don't like the fridges being freestanding because it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I know I had one right here, but like we make exceptions for things we want. I guess I could put the coffee here because I guess candy would make the most sense. Hold on, let me put this back for a sec. Because like it's candy and cake and stuff, so that would make the most sense to go like at the register. And we'll kind of just like do that, and then we can push these back. I don't know if I can actually push this one back. Well, looks like I can. fine. If I had some single fridges, I could put them here and put like pop and stuff in them. Really wanted to. I'm gonna put coffee at the front here because I feel like that draws people in when they see coffee. Certainly would work on me. I was also just thinking, I know there's no psychology in this game, like the AI isn't like intelligent or anything, but I feel like psychologically, coffee's at the front of stores. And things you need are at the back of stores. That's why the fridge section's in the back. Love it or hate it? I don't know. If I move this all the way up to the register... Is that really how close I can get? Okay. Then I can move this like this. But I feel like that's weird if you're like, I guess it does look kind of nice actually. Is this better? Or is it better to have this flush with this? I think that looks better even though there's like a gap. And like inset this maybe because it's at the register. Yeah, that looks a lot better than those being like inset. Okay, well, I think this is what we're working with now. The only thing I would probably change is that we can give this more space. But this is a space we run in, so I'm going to leave it because I don't want to move everything again. Okay, are we missing anything? Let's do a quick recheck of everything. Make sure everything is all stocked up and that we're happy and we can run our second... Oh, we need toilet paper. Did we not buy toilet paper? Wow. We had one job. Order the products. I thought I did. It must have been full. Okay, we want 4 for the shelf space. And then 1 for in here. Wasting money on shipping costs, but that's okay. Yep. The Leaning Tower of Toilet Paper. Oh, this is doing the thing where, like, it's invisible. I've had this happen before where, like, you hear that? It sounds like there's a product there, but you can't see it. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just leave this toilet paper here. Right in the way. Perfect. I have to reload the game because... Oh, no, it's right there. I was like, they didn't give me all my boxes. No, they did. Okay. It just fell over. It leaned too much. And then we're happy with all of our stock of everything. This is potatoes now. And then I can put something else over here if I need to. Salt, peanut butter, honey, sugar, blah, 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 blah. I think we're fine. Let's start day 2. Okay, day 2, we've got new products. We've rearranged our fridge section a little bit. Ideally, I would like to cut off this. So, like, this is like a back area. Like, it's cut off so, like, you wouldn't have free access to the register. Kind of like how, like, you know, these guys don't have free access to escape. But, that's a future problem. Let's open. Hopefully we didn't forget anything. And then, honestly, if we make a good deal of money, we should be able to get the next license pretty quickly. Crab hot sauce, which is probably a shelf. It's hot sauce is here on shelf. I think they would be in the UK too. Ice cream is probably freezer, but we do have a spare freezer. Ketchup, mayo, and cheesy pizza cheddar. I'm guessing that's another cheese. So 1 fridge, 2 fridge. Ketchup and mayonnaise can go on the shelf. So 3 shelf, and then 1 freezer. It's kind of not a great... Didn't I open? Hello? Oh, God, Jesus. Alright. Oh, yes. I will get you your pasta at 9 in the morning. Thank you for the exact change. I appreciate it. Can't really stock as well. Whenever I had the fridge here and like the shelves were this way, I could like see everybody. I feel like they can hide from me now. I don't like it. It's always funny to me when they grab like 4 things of toilet paper. Like, bro, that's a whole box of toilet paper. It's good for profit because like selling toilet paper for like 20, this is like 2020 toilet paper prices. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Hello, ma'am. Just the steaks. Thank you for the exact change. I am so sorry about that box. I forgot this is not a me only space now. My bad. There's okay, I'm just gonna put it here. Ooh, sushi. Fancy. Nice. Also, this is doing great for my small math skills because when I worked at Walmart, luckily I worked at Walmart like 2008, 2007, 2008. So like a lot of people had credit cards and stuff. I would even take checks over cash. I hated giving change. I was so bad at counting backwards. It's just not my shit, man. But this is a lot lower pressure because like they don't get mad at you. Because old ladies are mean, bro. $2.35. I think that's the first time I've seen an order over $200. Hell yeah. Like real grocery prices now. Yeah, when you first start, you're in a little tiny room and people spend like $2 on average. You gotta start getting some cheese and people are willing to spend the big bucks. Flour and cereal. Alright, lady. Have fun with that. He's bought this peanut butter. Sometimes I do that. I just throw stuff on random shelves. Just get it out of a box. It's a lonely item on a shelf. Somebody probably finds it convenient. Oh, I'm gonna have trouble finding this stuff again. I'm gonna regret that milk. I can already feel it. Hello, ma'am. 3 bags of potatoes, eh? Alright. Although I guess the 50-cent coin thing is not helping with the like counting change. I will never need this skill. I'm just happy to like, because like my 16-year-old self was so insecure about my math skills because I was never taught math in like a way that like made my brain understand how it works, like simple math. So just like appeasing my 16-year-old self. I worked at Walmart for like probably not even 6 months as a teenager. I liked that job. I just didn't want to have a job at 16. I wanted to go to the mall with my friends whenever I got my license. I didn't want to go to work. And I was right for feeling that way because like I was burnt out from working almost immediately after getting a job. And little did I know it was just going to keep happening for the rest of time. Drop that down. 10-cent sale on the olive oil. You look like you need some olive oil. I don't know what that says about you, but... Steve, can you hurry it up? I also love that you can just, like, stand here and, like, lord over your employees. He didn't have to add jumping to the game, but I appreciate it. Anybody complaining about prices? Lack of availability of anything? We're good on potatoes. Guess I can't really see potatoes as well. I do have to keep an eye on cleaner because sometimes they'll just like buy a shit ton of cleaner that day. I'm like, somebody like murder somebody today and they just came in and bought all of my cleaner? I don't know. Kind of expensive to buy though, so I wish they wouldn't. I guess it's expensive for them too. Oop, you need some big sushi. There's some more in there, lady. There's somebody at the register. I've got to get it out of my head. Sorry, sir. I was filling sushi. could have Steve and Daryl, we'd still be getting stuff scanned. Sushi's good. Okay, here it's 7 o'clock. Oh, we need fries. Going ham on these fries lately. Maybe I should increase the price. Or did I forget to fill this? No, I don't think so. Cheese. You can make like a full meal here now. I mean, the seasoning aisle is lacking, but make like a veal pasta dish or something. Because like we have stuff to make like a creamy cheese sauce. Did not hear the bell. I am so sorry. Sushi lady, you're probably mad because you didn't get a second thing of sushi. I don't know why you would. I do wish the AI would be a little bit more intelligent about like this. It makes sense to grab multiple yogurts. To grab multiple things, like I've seen guys grab like 12-pack of eggs and then 2 8-packs of eggs, and like, how many eggs do you need? What are you doing? It's 9 o'clock. We don't need to restock those potatoes. I think it'll be fine. Like some things it makes sense to grab multiple of. Some things I'm like, do you really need 3 whole frozen chickens? Really? Seems a bit excessive. A nice day, sir. Oops. Accidentally paused time again. I am the god of this supermarket. I can do that. Potatoes are still fine. We've got 4 shoppers. 4 shoppers left. It is closing time. Just grab another box of rice, why don't you? Ooh, salmon tonight. Salmon and oil. I don't know what linseed oil is. But people like it. 129. I wish you could do the numpad on that so bad. Maybe on potatoes. Oh, getting that milk. Or like, they'll buy shelf-stable milk and then they'll go over here and they'll buy milk. Cheese. Apple juice, okay. 2 apple juices. Alright. Flour, good. Two peanut butter? A weird combination here. Alright, let's get stocking. I have to remember where stuff is because I've moved everything. So they're really the only downside. Sold some soda today. Don't tell my husband I said soda. He's like the type of person that always like corrects you whenever you say pop. He's like, it's called soda. People in Oklahoma call it soda. I'm like, nobody in my family ever called it soda. We called it pop. Is my family from the north? Yes, but that is not my problem. I feel like they also called it pop in school, so I don't know. I feel like more like Western Oklahoma calls it soda. Maybe that's just me. My grandparents called it Coke, so I could be one of those people. That would really piss them off if I called everything a Coke. Like, it's a Dr. Pepper, it's not a Coke. I feel like those boxes of yogurt are infinite. Like, they're never ending. And tuna, too. I know, like, they're not, but it feels that way. Where did I put tuna? Oh, it's down here. I guess the tuna should be in the fish fridge. Huh. Yeah, I didn't really think that through, did I? Hold on, let me move these. The masuka shouldn't be in the fish fridge. The tuna should be in the fish fridge. Say that 10 times fast. Is this scallops? Sage actor, great baby. These are scallops. Hold on. Gotta get used to these new boxes. It's been a while since I've had new products. I I was trying to save up to do a bunch of things at once. Because I didn't know if I was going to have to expand the store to get more, like, fridges and stuff. So I was saving up to be able to, like, expand the store, extend the storage space, and get the license at the same time. Turns out I didn't need to do that, which, fair enough. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. All the fish are in this one fridge now. Just like kind of forgot that tuna is fish. Which I know sounds silly, but in the idea, oh, I didn't buy more tuna. God damn it. I'm just used to tuna being on the shelf, not in the fridge. So just like in my brain, it doesn't count as the same thing. Cheese fridge, the best fridge in the world. And yes, I know I could move all of these things around to match, but I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna keep my fridge section next to each other so it doesn't really matter in the end. We did the juice already. Let's fill up the bleach. Yeah, they like bought all the bleach today. They went fucking crazy. Buck wild. Our number of customers and how much they buy also increased since we got a new license, so is it still glitched? Okay, let me reload the game because that's gonna bother me. Sure to save. I might finish the day just because I don't know what will happen if I don't do that first. It doesn't really matter when I stock, I just always do it at night. Cheese, sugar, powder, salmon. I don't know if that'll change whenever we save and reload, so let's find out. Okie dokie. What was I doing? Restocking. We only got as far as the eggs. The toilet paper's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah, I don't know. I've had that issue with like invisible products and then just like reloading the game pops it back into existence. I don't really know why. I already did all of the stuff. Right, all the fridges are good. Looks like I missed lamb. What the lamb? Is this lamb? That's yogurt. Sushi. It looks like I didn't buy any. Okay. Let's put... I guess I'll just put this here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I need to buy that. That's fine. Okay. I already have an open box. Guys, this is my first time playing the game. First day. I'm nervous. Black tea. My personal favorite. I don't understand the green tea hype. I never have, even as a kid. I remember like middle school, like very popular for girls to get the green tea, like Lipton green tea from the pop machine. Not me, I was a Dr. Pepper hoe all the way. Could not imagine anybody drinking anything other than Dr. Pepper until I had my first hangover. And I was like, why would I ever drink Dr. Pepper again? I'll only drink Pepsi from now on. Now I don't drink any pop. I actually had a pop recently because like the place we were staying at, I don't know. I guess we're just so spoiled because like we have a fancy fridge is what my family calls it. Because growing up it seemed like only rich people had it, but now everybody has it. A fridge with like the built-in water dispenser. So I've just had that for so long now that like when we go to people's houses, I'm like, oh, I can't just get a glass of water because it's people don't drink tap water here. I don't mind tap water. I've never had a problem drinking anywhere. I've never been to anywhere outside the U.S. But I don't have a problem drinking tap water or it being room temperature. It doesn't bother me. But JD doesn't like it. So like the only option was to drink the like bottled water that they bought, which like we drink a lot of water. Like I try to drink I've increased my water intake, and now it's just like a habit. In the last couple of months since I was at home, I've been able to like really focus on like making sure I drink enough water, which is, I say that now and I don't have any in front of me and I'm really regretting it. But I drink like two 20-ounce bottles a day at least. Generally, I don't really keep track of how much I drink anymore because I just try to make sure I at least drink the 20-ounce water bottle. And then I try to make sure, I started with just trying to drink that 20-ounce water bottle. And then I started being like, okay, I'm going to drink that and a little bit more. And then like another glass of water. And it just kind of turned into like 40 ounces of water, which I think, I don't know, one of the dieting apps I had looked at for a while, like a fasting app, was like, you need to drink 120 ounces of water every day. And I'm like, that's a lot. Because like once you drink so much water, you just pee it all out. And don't like, your body can only like process so much of it. Like get the, like, I don't know what the phrasing is, but like not nutrients from water, but you know what I mean, like hydration. You can only hydrate so much at a time, you know what I mean? And it's not like I'm doing any like extenuating, like stressful like circumstances that are dehydrating me. Well, other than drinking coffee, but you know, coffee is water too. It counts. Cause like I feel like coffee doesn't make me pee any more than water makes me pee. Personally. I know that's why you guys are here, so listen to me talk about pee, but anyway, so we were staying at a place recently, where like the only option was to either drink the water that somebody else had brought and paid for, like bottled water, which we would have had to drink like several, because it was like just like the small like travel bottled waters, several of those a day, which I wasn't really a fan of. I was just gonna keep refilling it, but like then you got to keep track of it, and that's just a hassle too. So then they had just like room temperature pop sitting out, because like they're a household. I guess you just do this whenever you have kids, but they're a household where their fridge is like packed full. Like you can't put even a can of pop in there. So I was like, whatever, I'll just drink the warm pop, because I have to also have caffeine, and like there's one coffee pot for 6 adults. Man, that's not enough. I drink like a whole pot of coffee myself. I drink usually on a work day whenever I go to the coffee shop in the morning. I get a mocha that has 4 shots of espresso in it. So I drink a lot of coffee. And they're like, well, we can run up to Starbucks. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. That's not worth it. I would rather have a caffeine headache than drink Starbucks coffee. I'd rather go to McDonald's if I'm gonna get like coffee from a coffee shop. If it's like a choice between like Starbucks and McDonald's, I'll just go to McDonald's because it's half the price and it tastes the same. So honestly, the McDonald's coffee is probably better, my opinion. In my opinion. But I've always hated coffee from Starbucks. I don't understand the appeal. I don't know why people think it tastes good. It doesn't. Local coffee shops always taste 1,000% better. There's one like walk-in coffee shop near my mom's house that we recently found. That's what I'm drinking on Saturdays now when she brings coffee over. And then there's like a drive-through local coffee place that I'm I'm so frequent at that like they know my car and my name. It's funny because this morning I stopped to get coffee and she's like, have you always had the hand tattoo, the one right here? And I was like, oh yeah, I've had it for a couple of years now. And she's like, oh, I guess I just never noticed. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. The fact that you remember my name is plenty. And every single barista there, except for like the bitchy one who's not good at her job, I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, so she might not be there anymore, but there's definitely only ever a line around the building when she was working. And also, she's just rude. She's just like, here's your coffee, and then you'll close the window in your face. And you're like, all right, whatever. But yeah, they like all of them up there know my name and my order, because they have to put in your name whenever you order. For some reason, I don't know why. It's a drive-through and you can't like escape the drive-through, but whatever. And they put in your name so they know my name and they know my order. Although I change it up every once in a while because like sometimes you don't want iced coffee whenever it's like 30 degrees outside. At least I'm that way. I know some people are diehard iced coffee drinkers. Sometimes you just want a hot coffee though. I would take a hot coffee now. I might actually go get tea. Like take a minute to go get some tea. Because that sounds really good. I should just move the kettle in here. I like never... Oh, we have a lot of like one-offs today. It's gonna be annoying. I'll just put it over there. Never sit in the kitchen and wait for the kettle. I'm the only one that uses it too because growing up, a kettle was like the metal thing that you put on the stovetop. You didn't have any electric kettle. Like revolutionary whenever I grew up and I realized, oh, I can just buy what the British have. I don't know why I thought I couldn't. I didn't think they made those here. But, you know, we grabbed this random peanut butter. I really hope the next product license, which we might just go ahead and buy, depending on how much we need to buy today. But we might be able to get the next product license too, because I think a lot of it is shelf space. Oh, we'll have to get another freezer, because I have to have 2 freezer spaces for the chicken. Otherwise, I'll just be stocking chicken the whole day, which I could do. But I think I already have another freezer. I just don't know. I guess I could put it over here. Ugh. I wish it would fit here. Although, well, I could move this down to like here. It's kind of awkward reaching for that stuff. We could try it. Sugar. I have to wait a couple days. Because I don't want to expand too fast. I did this already. I did this already. Okay. Is that everything? Oh, I missed butter again. I always miss the butter. Where's the butter? It's down here. I don't know. I guess the tuna is so distracting. I feel like I miss the butter every single day. And we need some veal. I'm gonna call it lamb because this is what our lamb looks like here. Lamb chops, what we always order. Fries are good. Okay. Let's order some stuff. We need water. Did I not order a Sprite yesterday? I must have. Let's do bills first. All things considered, bills aren't that much. They're kind of just like it could trip you up if you forget. Sprite too. No, maybe not. I try to right before I do a day of buying another license, just because I don't know how much I'll need to spend. I try to do like heavy stock so that I don't have to buy stuff for a couple days. As you could tell by me starting the game and forgetting to restock stuff and it being just fine. We were out of nothing. I feel like sometimes this game would be easier on a controller than it is a keyboard and mouse. Because there's just not very many buttons in it. Okay, that's good. We should probably get another steak. And then we need the chops. Let's see here. Get 2 steaks. And let's get... Okie dokie. Final organization. Usually I'll do this all in one go. And I know I said that last time and I didn't do it this time. But we're working on it. We're getting organized. Getting there, guys. We're getting there. That's why sometimes I buy in excess. Because, like, it's annoying to keep buying the same products every day. But yeah, we need to stock this because we were out. No, that's okay. What do you both want? We're about to take a tea break. You want tea? I don't even know what tea is. You're a dog. that Sasha hasn't stuck her face in my tea before. She definitely has. It's definitely happened more than once. Whew, save that coffee. This is uniquely pressed coffee in that it was run over by a car. Yeah, it's a classic car though, so you know. Okay, are we happy with that? I think so. We could fill that up, but I'll wait till it's on sale. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's just double check our shelves. And then I don't think we set prices for today, so we need to do that real quick. And then we'll be ready to start our day. I'll need to look to see what we need to set. Okay. Let's see. I do wish there was a filter by, like, price change. Powdered sugar. Oh shit, that's like a lot. Went up by a lot. Powdered sugar. Are these both powdered? Yeah, they are. Okay, well. There we go. Powdered sugar market's crashing or any, I don't know. I don't know what they mean. I didn't take economics. I just listen to smart people talk about economics. So I know the words. I don't know what they mean. Salmon went down. Fine. There's no way we can get away with that. Let's do 9.5. I know that's pretty low. Like, we lose $1, but maybe more people will buy it. Okay. Cool. So we're ready to start the day. I'm gonna pause here and go make some tea real quick. Let me know if the music's too loud. It's pretty quiet in my ear. So it might be even just too quiet, but... Alright. We got everything that we need. We're all stocked up. We only have $2,200. Might even buy fast, didn't it? I think we start the day. See what people think. I'm going to try to keep a really close eye on... and I always turn the lights on at the beginning of the day, so don't forget. I spent all this time placing the lights as evenly as possible, so, like, they're going to be on. But I'm going to try to keep a close eye on anybody complaining about prices, because we had a few yesterday. Admittedly lower than some of my days have been, so we'll just try to keep an eye on who's going to be our first customer today. Is it going to be the lady in the blue or the lady in the white? I think Miss Blue is going to make it. Also, I kind of wish we could ride this bike around. It just taunts me. The lady in blue made it first. Sorry, lady in white. Mrs. Blue. What's Mrs. Plum? Is that what her name is? From, Clue? Yeah, the game of Clue. Mrs. Plum and Mrs. White. Oh god, where'd Mrs. White go? Guys, we lost Mrs. White. Is Scarlet? Oh, there she is. Must have blended in the shelf. Yes, this is our freezer section. Please enjoy. Me first? Wow, okay. I used to do the change so fast whenever I was checking everybody out, but I'm so worried about misclicking and just like losing $50. Our cashiers are perfect. They never fuck it up. Anybody complaining about prices over here? No? Good. I'm straight you're not complaining about prices. My prices are perfect. Stand on my pizza perch. Pizza perch sounds better than chicken perch. Maybe I should switch these back so I can see everybody, because like if she said something, I don't think it goes through shelves. Like you have to see around objects. I do wish the floating bubble heads where people complain about prices was, one, longer, and two, you could see it through, like, at least if you're in the store, through like the furniture and stuff, because it kind of sucks if you're sitting here at the register. And also, like, as your store gets bigger, it's gonna be harder to see it. But I guess that's the point, is you lower the prices. It's like you don't need maximum prices. I don't know. In the end, I just don't know. Ooh, a recycling mechanic would be good too, if like you can make money, but it takes like longer to get rid of the box or something. Oh, that's an idea. Most of the people I've seen streaming this, I think there are people on Twitch streaming this. Most of the ones that I've seen were on TikTok. Tiki-Taki. That's where I consume way too much content nowadays. Which I think a lot of people stream to both TikTok and Twitch. I would like to do that, but... Oops, I did not hear that. I'm so sorry. But you have to have 1,000 followers, I think, before you can stream on TikTok. Which isn't too bad. I don't know what YouTube's thing is. Of course, I'm an affiliate now, so, like, I think it's in the fine print that you can only stream to, like, you can't stream to... It's exclusive, that's what I'm trying to say. I think you have to wait 24 hours to, like, have the content anywhere else. I could be outdated on that knowledge, though. TikTok definitely doesn't pay better, but it gets way more exposure. Twitch just never invested in their, like, discover algorithm technology. Twins, Basil. I have no idea what that reference is from. I only know it from, like, streamers. I get like 90% of my references from like literally one Twitch streamer. Because he's like my age and like, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that on the internet, but now I just like say it the way he says it, so I assume it's correct. And so he's much funnier than I am, so. I'm pretty sure I could have like a whole conversation with him in just memes. Okay, I need some sushi. That's the wrong sushi. Somebody complained about something, but I missed it. So I'll have to figure it out. Sorry, sir. Just getting people their sushi. They need the sushi. She's gonna complain? No, she didn't. Oh, almost out of potatoes, too. Like, as soon as I look away, they're gonna complain. Something over there. Or like the steak or something. Listen, you can't afford the steak, you don't need the steak, okay? Not my problem. Somebody complain over there? Yogurt. Speed of my existence. I never make any money off the yogurt. But you know what? I mean, I do. Obviously, I make money because I buy it so cheap, but... Dude, 3 things of toilet paper? Are your bowels okay? Sheesh. Well, I gotta restock the toilet paper after you cleaned us out there, buddy. Oh, there's one here. I really wish you could pick up both boxes. Be the 9 o'clock rush. Isn't it crazy they all go to the same bank? Just have good rates. Ooh, in a line. Okay, everybody's got a credit card? So I know it's 2024, but cash is faster, especially when you have the exact change. It feels faster. It's probably not faster, but it does feel faster. Probably just because you're doing something instead of just like meticulously clicking buttons. Also has more fun sounds, which is nice. Ooh, people are getting the chocolate. Maybe it was good to put it at the front of the store. I don't know what, like, how he programs them, like, shopping. I don't know if, like, the second they walk in the door, they, like, have a list of the things they're gonna get. And, like, a quantity of those things. Or what? I knew they picked their cashier as soon as they walk in the door. Because I've tried putting this down in the middle of the day and nobody uses it until... Like, if I put it down now, like, if nobody new walks in, then nobody uses my register. Even though, like, this guy would theoretically want to use that because, like, the lines were long here. But that doesn't seem to have any AI built into it. A lot of dishes, ma'am. Wow, you got a lot of money. It's the nice blue dress lady, huh? Just got all the money. That's alright. Like, thank you for extra. Alright. Let me mess with my tea and then we can get to stocking. And then it starts all over again. But I do think we'll get new products tomorrow because I think we have the space one and the money. I'm worried that if we don't have this space, I don't have space to put down another fridge. Although, it might have a freezer product. Let's get to stocking. Do, do, do. I forgot where the stuff is. La, la, la. What about that cola? That's crazy. I guess, like, the more things you have in your store, the less, like, likely it is that they'll clear everything out in one day. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how far people have made it into the game. Certainly farther than I have. Because, unfortunately, I don't get to stream all day every day. I totally would. If I could stream this all day, I totally would. Just sit and play this. Played for, like, 11 hours the first day I bought it. Because it's, like, the right kind of, like, something for my brain. I do wish it would keep track of, like, how many days you've played, too. We're on day, like, 50 or whatever. That'd be cool. Yeah, now that I have, the fridge sections and the storage area sectioned off, we can just say, like, everything behind here is refrigerated. Oops. Makes my brain happy to think that. Sorry, this just, like, I was like, is one of the things in the... It resembled the sushi tray enough to that my brain was like, what? I need a second look at that. We reorganized our storage. We reorganized our store. All for it to change later. You get a new cheese in the next license. I wonder if the license after that is more doable for us. Because ideally what I would like is something that fills, like, the holes. We don't have any fridge space currently. Or freezer space. But, like, we have 1, 2 shelf spaces. That's not that much, actually. Definitely need more furniture. And I think we'd have to get the store expansion first. So I think the next thing I'm trying to get is the store expansion. Which I think... I'm hoping it pushes back this wall, but I don't know if it will. I don't know which way it goes after this, because I've never really noticed... Because, like, the first store expansion... Because, like, the store was just here, to that wall. And then the first expansion went to here to that wall. Second one went to, like, it added this corner, and then the next one added that corner. So I don't know if we'll get, like, a whole pushback, or if we'll just get, like, that corner, or if it'll keep going that way. I actually have no idea. I'll probably find out on TikTok later tonight when I'm doom scrolling before bed. My Fitbit actually tells me that I am sleeping when I'm watching TikTok. It's not like a very like heavy restful sleep, but it's like a light sleep, which is interesting. Because I'm not sleeping. Although then again, maybe I am. Maybe TikTok's just a figment of our imaginations. We're all just crazy in the exact same way. Honestly, Sasha bit the shit out of my finger last night, my like pointer finger, and it was swollen all night and all day. I was really worried it was gonna like kill me at work, but it actually wasn't too bad. And it's gone down in swelling since like lunchtime. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. and I heard her like chewing on plastic, and it was like you could tell it wasn't a toy. So I went over there to try to like pull it out of her mouth, but then she ran under the bed. So it was like had halfway under the bed trying to pull this thing out of this pit bull's mouth. So I stick my finger in there and she just bites full. She didn't mean to. She was trying to like keep the plastic in her mouth, but like she just full force bites down directly on my finger. She's definitely got the pit bull jaws of death. But yeah, needless to say, I think she did end up swallowing some of the plastic. It is what it is, but I got the majority of it, and that's better than nothing. The little bitch wagged too whenever her tail wagged whenever I like pulled away because I was like moaning in pain from a fucking crushed finger. Her little tail wagged. I was like, oh, you're lucky, you're cute. Because she was like, haha, I won. Why do we have dogs, man? Nobody wanted chocolate cereal today. I understand. It's not Kellogg's. Please buy. Imagine you walked into a grocery store right now and they're like, this is not Kellogg's. So they could sell some different brands of cereal. It's been sitting on the shelf for so long. You're pretty smart. If you're a local grocery person, you can have that idea for free. If you're a big name brand store, fuck off. Pay me money. Or pay your marketing people better. I'll accept either. Preferably me, though. Ah. Pasta. It just looks like rice, so I always lose where it's supposed to go. Like the box is the same color as the rice box. Not that the thing on the box looks like rice, because I don't think it does, but... Spaghetti. Really, nobody likes spaghetti anymore, which... Fair enough, I don't like it either. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even sell it in my store. You people seem to like it. I guess you could do that. See how many people just, like, get pissed off and leave. Because sometimes people come in and if they can't find something, they just leave. But I don't know if their list is longer, if they still do that. Because I mean, that happened to me, like, one time at the beginning of the game. Like, they'd be like, I can't find this olive oil. And then they would just leave. I'm like, well, we have other stuff. You don't need other stuff? And they didn't. It's sad. And they were gone. And I was just a lonely little grocery store. It is kind of weird that it's called Supermarket Simulator and you start in this little, like, tiny box. It'd be funnier if you have, like, this giant warehouse-sized, like, room and you just have, like, 2 shelves. Like, okay. But I do like that you get to upgrade from your, like, little tiny, like, convenience store-sized store to, like, a full grocery store. I don't know how many... I feel like there's a lot of expansions. But I don't know... It's still early access, so I don't know how many, like, products there are. But I feel like... Just, like, that you have to scroll through the list, and, like, I've only gotten, like... I don't know... 5 or so expansions of products. And I've played 30 hours already. Pretty good. And none of it's felt like... I know this part probably feels tedious to, like, some people who just don't care for it. But like to me, none of this game has felt like tedious or boring yet. But then again, my brain likes logic and like orderliness in the workplace, so I hate to see it. I also don't know. I feel like I don't play this game like the same way that some people play this game, but with like the full stock room. But I feel like this is more realistic to have like a full day's worth of stock in the back as well. Because like the grocery store, the front of the grocery store where you shop is only like half the store. The other half is the storage. Because you can't just like, in a normal world, you wouldn't just like buy this like full store's worth of product every day. That doesn't make any sense. Put these in here now. Did I stock everything? I think that's everything. Brews and stuff. Refrigerator stuff. Oh, whoops. That's fine. Oh, I missed the bleach and the hand soap somehow. Probably because I was yapping. I was being a Yaposaurus Rex. It's what I do. I'm actually amazed because I feel like my whole life people are like, oh, you never talk, you're such a quiet... It's like in that shelf. You're such a quiet person, you never talk. And then like... I realized, oh, it's not that I never talk, it's that nobody gives me the space to talk. Like, since I have such a quiet voice, like, people just always talked over me. And I was, like, a really shy kid. I still kind of am a shy person. Mostly because I don't trust people. But, I need bleach. I still am very quiet until I'm, like, comfortable. But, like, you know, you're comfortable in your office, in your home. So, like, I'm always, like, when we stream and stuff, I'm always talking so much. Okay. That's the day for you. How did we do? $63. Yikes. Don't drink out of this straw. This is hot tea. That's pretty rough. Satisfied customer. Only 2 found things expensive. So the yogurt person and 1 other person. That's really not bad. I haven't been looking at the total customer number, so I don't know if that's going up steadily. Dishwasher tablets, light roast, shampoo, and potatoes. Okay. I wonder if we can get away with that. Potatoes. Ugh. $4.50, I guess. Dishwasher tablets. I don't know if we can get away with that. What was the other thing? Is it shampoo? Oops. Okay. I also don't know if I'm doing the pricing of stuff correctly. Because I'm going by market price and I'm listing it higher than market price. I don't know if that's advisable. I don't really care. It's what we be doing. Okay, we need Turco, Zap. Zap, Turco. Oh, we also need the things that are like cheap today. Let's get those too. I'm gonna get 5. We'll have to get 2 more of these. I used to only get 4, now I get 5 whenever they're on sale. I wonder if I should get more potatoes. Because I can fit 8 on this shelf. I just bought 5. I can get 1 more. Let's do it, guys. kind of annoying to store. Let's see. We need milk. We need milk. We need a veal. A pizza. Milk veal pizza. Milk veal pizza. Milk veal pizza. Milk veal. Oops. Whoa. One veal, please. Pizza. Gotta keep an eye on that. You can buy too many sometimes. I think that happened to me earlier. Pizza. Large sushi. Tuna. Is it Comte? Comte? I'm saying that wrong. Mozzarella, Comte mozzarella. Because I want to say, like, it's Spanish. 4-pack. Mozzarella. I don't think I got the mozzarella. Bum, 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 bum. Plenty of eggs. Already got that. Let's get 2 bleach, 3 toilet paper. Just because I think we don't have a stock. Technically, I don't really get an excess of toilet paper either, but like, the bigger the box, the more expensive it is to store for space, you know? So, need a black tea, candy, and chocolate. Left-hand words are the best. Salts, rice, blue flour, salt, rice, blue flour, bees, chibis. Bees, flour, chibis. We got the flour. Did we get the flour? Did not get the flour. I don't know if we got any of that. Did we get salt? Fuck. Okay. Put the boxes away so we can figure out what we missed out on. Potato. I saw her eyeing my potatoes. I don't trust it. Just a shelf of potatoes. Although, like, if you don't fill your shelf with products, you're really just wasting money, you know? In the end. Then you just got empty shelves. I could probably get another thing of tuna. I've just never had a problem keeping stock of tuna, so I don't bother having extra boxes. I'm not really having issues with the flour either, so I could probably stop buying a box every day. And I really will whenever we need, like... I think I can expand the store today, so maybe we should try that. Is she barking out there? Oh, broke a box. Yeah, there's a bug that sometimes whenever you put boxes on shelves, you have to always have that box on a shelf. It can never go on the floor again. Not really sure what happens to it, but it's like not placeable anymore. Oops. Yeah, that's just candy. I thought it was cheese for a second. Do we have a fridge in here? Yes, okay. You need to buy another shelf, because I don't have a shelf, I don't think. So let me throw that in there, because I have a freezer, a fridge, and then I need a shelf. Do I need a rack? Probably will. Maybe stick one there. I could probably like turn this and then have 2 racks there. I don't know. Just get a shelf for now. Just while we have the money. So we do have money to expand, I think. So it's the big boxes on top. Oh, let's see if I can get this to sit properly. Perfect. Steve, Daryl, I can start the day. I don't need to be back here the whole day. I do want to keep an eye on prices, so maybe I will wait. Not a whole lot through in here. Do a quick check to make sure that all the shelves are stocked. Already set our prices. Did we pay our bills? I'd say it is truly mesmerizing that streamers can just like be talking for 6 hours straight, basically with no breaks. Especially if you're playing like a game where you have to read all the dialogue, it has no voice actors. It's rough. Worth it though, because working a 9 to 5 sucks. It feels like prison half the time. Okay. Let's do it. Wait, what were they gonna check? Oh, if I paid my bills. I did! Okay, so the next license is 2,800. And it's gonna need a fridge. She needs to lick me. Are you okay? Does nobody love you? It's gonna need a fridge, some shelf space, more shelf space than what we have. So we definitely need to get the next thing, which is 2,600. We could get it right now. 4x4. Okay. So it probably only expands a square, which we could use for our freezer section. I could move this over there, the cash register. This, yeah, honey yummy. This cash register over there, but I kind of like having this because, like, it has a computer and, like, the storage door and everything. I could move it over there, though. Lurk. Is it on my straw? How did I get honey on me? Question of the day. I don't even want this straw. I just had it for a stir stick. I will accidentally drink from the straw. And the tea at the bottom of the cup is so much hotter than the tea at the top of the cup. In the world? Maybe it was Sasha that was sticky. Luxury to live alone. I guess it's not luxury for everybody. I guess having people around is great. But having space between your people is even better. I do wish there was like half shelves you could buy so that you could fill in like weird little gaps like that. Thank you for the exact change, sir. I greatly appreciate it. It only makes everybody's life easier, except for yours, but you're an NPC, so it's fine. Blue lady. I can't even check as slow as they do. I don't know how they do it. Look at our big ticket items. Look at these potatoes. I have to restock those before the end of the day. Steve, Daryl, you heard any complaints yet today? That's good. Oh, people call her, this chick in the black dress with like the beige hair, Taylor Swift. I could see it. Although I think she wears a redder lipstick than that. I watch way too much Swiftie content on TikTok. It's just interesting. I find like fandoms of like a singular person so interesting because like, I don't know, it's weird to me. I don't understand it. I never even understood it as like a kid because I had friends who were like obsessed. Like I had a friend who was obsessed with like Orlando Bloom, and she like, to me it was like it's just another old guy. I don't get it. but she was like obsessed. Where like he was her favorite actor and everything. I didn't see what that was. Frick. Guess we'll never know. I wish that whenever they check out, because whenever something's missing, they tell you again at checkout. I wish they would do that with the things that are overpriced. Like, hey, just so you know, I feel like the blah 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 is overpriced. Thank you, Karen, who asked, but thank you. I will lower the price now that you've bought what you're gonna buy. Hello, folks. There are many my There's not. Okay. Yep, our fridge section just looks like it's kind of behind the register, but you know, it is. I guess I could turn my register that way. The line might get a little fucky, but I wish you could mirror the registers. Like, you had to figure out which ones you want to buy. I'd store them. I don't care. Cleaning tablets are almost out. Let's go ahead and grab a box just while we're back here. Just it's here. Sorry about that. Wait. Eyelash in my eye. Ooh, potato lady. Let's go. I love whenever you can tell the theme. Like, some people buy 3 of each item that they pick up. And you're like, ah, you're the 3 person today. We're out of potatoes. Mayday, 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 mayday. We bought all the potatoes. Mayday, mayday. Please hold. Potato refresh incoming. Potato refresh incoming. Gotta check the chickens too. Chickens? Oh god, we're low on chickens. Oh no, it's all falling apart. I put those potatoes in the wrong place. Gosh dang it. Oh no, somebody's at my register. Oh god, oh no, oh jeez. There's only 1 chicken in the box. I need 3 more. Ah god, jeez, oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, take a bite. Oh god, that's in the way of people. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that's fine, fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I'm sorry about the box, sir. I will move it in just a moment. I apologize. What, you couldn't find potatoes. You have to ask for the potatoes. They're special. You want me to just put my potatoes out on shelves for anybody to fondle? I don't think so. Not in this economy. Gosh, I wish I could put a trash can in my building. Or get a second storage and just fill it with boxes. Oh, that could be a run. Instead of like having storage, you just fill it with boxes. A no leave the store run. I guess you couldn't get your deliveries, but... Oh, sorry. I'm just over here yapping. 60-70. Maybe they have a dollar amount that they spend and they just like pick up items to reach that dollar amount. Or under that dollar amount. Oh, excuse me, sir. Of course, nobody buys potatoes after I fill the potatoes. Can one of you go buy some potatoes, please? Like, it would really, really, like, help me out if you just did that. Or you, man, like, if you want to... Yeah, the potatoes, they're right over here. Sir. Okay. One of you surely wants some potatoes. They're right over here in this aisle. See? Potatoes. Right here. Anybody? Ma'am? Potatoes? Oh, we're out of cleaning tablets? Gosh. Sheesh. Okay, well. Can't be helped. It's after 9 p.m. Guess I can go grab some, just in case. Like, this is what I'm talking about. We had, like, plenty of cleaning tablets. We had 12 out last, like, 3 days, and then suddenly today it's not enough. It's not enough cleaning tablets. Dish tablets, whatever the fuck they're called. Really, everybody thinks this game is about like running a supermarket, but really what this game is, it's a horror game where every day you come in and you fix the store up, you make it all perfect, and then you have to turn on the dreaded open sign and people come in and just ransack your store. Maybe they pay you for it, but they just ruin everything and like leave you with odd numbers of things, and like it's just hell. At least if you have OCD. I don't really like proper term for that is like need for orderly stuff. I know OCD is not technically the right term, it's just a colloquial phrase that people misuse, but you know what I mean. Maybe it is OCD and I just have that much of a problem. Reorganize and then call it a day. Because honestly, this game loop is so, like, hard to step away from that you kind of just, like, have to, like, time yourself and finish. Finish when you need to finish. That lag when I look at racks. It's definitely a good idea to restart the game every once in a while. It's definitely an early access. Babies are playing. Trying to get Sadie to play with her all day. I think Sadie thinks, because Sadie always yells at them when they're being slightly louder than silent. But I think Sadie thinks she gets in trouble if she plays with Sasha. So I think that's why she's so, like, reluctant to do it. I mean, genuinely, she does get just, like, fucking pissed off because she's an old lady and just, like, wants to be left alone. The puppy's like, please play with me, please. All of the time. But most of the time, I think she's would like to play, but her growl just sounds like me, and it's really hard to differentiate her, like, I'm pissed off and will bite your face off growl from, like, we're just playing games growl, as a human anyway. So she just gets yelled at a lot for playing. And she's just trying to play. Remember we have, oh, perfect, we can fill this one. And then we can grab this one. You'll love to see it. It's also satisfying to get rid of boxes, which is silly because, like, whoa, how did I new hack, guys? You just have to, like, I can't put it back. I somehow managed to grab it, but I can't put it back. I forgot what I was saying. Something about, oh yeah, you want to try to get rid of as many boxes as possible, but at the same time you want to keep all your pretty boxes that you just bought. I don't need blue flour. What were you thinking? I did that already. She's losing it. Did I say we're gonna do one more day? Yeah, sure, why not? She's playing games anyway. Do need to drink this tea though. Genuinely, the throat hurts. Okay. The cereal's never my favorite. I love to see it. Let's go. What's wrong? See, I won't play with you? I almost took that to the bin. That would have been so sad. Tragic, really. What is it with one spaghetti days? What's happening? Everybody just wants this pasta. I don't even know what this pasta is. It's just called pasta. What does it look like? Penne pasta. Never read the word penne on that. I don't know if I know what penne pasta is. I want to say it's like the angled tubey one with the like lines on the outside, but I feel like that's wrong. I usually eat in like an Alfredo at fast food places. I consider pizza places fast food. Unless it's like not a delivery place. But like Domino's, that's fast food. There was no love that went into that pizza. Oh, there you go, pasta. Lost. Lost in the sauce. We love to see it. Been a good day for emptying the boxes perfectly. Such. I've seen jars of peanut butter like this. Oh, we only have one in here. It looks more like Nutella. No, I think I've only had Nutella like once in my life, if that. Like I tried it once. I had a friend in middle school who loved Nutella, and like for some reason, like I tried it and I was just like meh, and like I don't know, in my brain it's always been like this is mid. Like I like chocolate, not nearly as much as I did when I was a kid, but like I don't know, for some reason my brain was like it's mid, and then I just have not really gone seeking for it in my adult life. People like are like cultish about it though. I've heard that stuff like it's saved their lives one day. Oh, I forgot to grab that sugar at the bottom. We can leave it. I'm not unstocking shelves if I don't have to. Okay, what do we got? Everything. Everything it's in the day. 3 extra customers. It's still 2 not... Oh, 4 found expensive. Okay. $1,200 today. Soap, steak, tablets, and eggs. Nope. It's unfortunate. Tablets. It's unfortunate as well. I think $2 on that now. $2 less than what we had. We're still making 7 and a half. That's pretty good. It's also unfortunate. And it was a 12 pack of eggs. Got it close. Okay. That is good. Let's, as always, pay our bills. Let's buy the cheap stuff. Stuff that fell off the back of somebody's trailer. You always want to get the steak that came off the back of somebody's trailer. Okay, and then let's restock. Let's see, we need light and dark water, and I think it's orange juice. Yes. Water, please. Coffee. This is like a memorization, like training for my brain, because like I have a really big problem with memorizing things. So I'm using it as kind of like a trainer for that. Chocolate, square cake. Then it makes the game a little bit more taxing to play. But like if you can't like play some brain games, what's the point, you know? We're good there. Almost do that shampoo. Olive oil, pasta, elbows, olive oil, pasta, elbows, and then chibi and bread finally. Yeah, okay. Olive oil, pasta, elbows. Let's do that first. Oh, when it stopped. That's when you know the game is chill, because like my chill background music stopped and I didn't even notice. I know there's no music in game, but it's background noise. I don't think whenever it first released there was the like birds tweeting background noise though. For some reason. I feel like it was quieter before. Like, cause it was like a disturbing quietness, you know? Like whenever it's like eerily quiet, and like that means that somebody's about to come murder you. Sometimes oat milk leaves like a weird film on top of your tea. It's like gross, but you know it's not actually. It's just your brain thinking it's gross. Because it symbolizes like bacteria and water. Your brain is trained. Did I get 2 soap? I swear. Losing my mind. I swear like we only had 1. Maybe it was yesterday? Maybe it's on sale today. That's why I have so many soap now. We'll just start here. Maybe I accidentally added, like I meant to add 1 and I didn't check the number and it gave me 10. It is what it is. We still have plenty of money. I think I'm gonna buy the expansion today, then we can reorganize. Somebody remind me to buy the expansion today. I get kind of like lose track of reality after organizing boxes. Some of the boxes say international delivery. I don't think they all do. Maybe they all do. I just didn't notice always. Do I have another steak? 4 more boxes! Steak! We're having steak tonight. Oh my god, please. The lag in the racks. One of the racks has decided to lag out. What's the last one? Peanut butter. I love to see it. Okay. Stocks are stocked in the stock of the stocking. I don't need it. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get the store expansion now. Oh. I didn't buy the last, like, chunk. My bad. Ha! It stood up! Oh! Oh, that's why it always falls. Look. Gravity. It's freaking gravity. Cool. I can jump that high? Yeah. Look at the world from up here. Oh, I did knock a box way off. Oops. Alright. Here we go. Let's expand the store, guys. Let's do it. I'm excited. Yeah, we still have a good amount of money. Okay. Growth! 2,600. Also, I love that this is a Windows computer. 8 a.m. Do you know where your kids are? Hopefully at school, if you're lucky. What did we get? Oh, sweet. And it's right here, too. So, like, we can just push our freezer section back. I love that. Yay. Okay. How do we want to do this? How to dur. Well, we can push this over now. Like, I definitely want to bring it all the way to this corner. Yeah. Wow. By the way, if you feel like your mouse is too sensitive, you can turn it down in the game. You don't have to do it outside of the game, which is very nice. Very nice of the game developer, because I have my settings just how I want them. And then you have one game that comes along and ruins it for everybody. Now what I'm thinking is, what if we put these like here? It's kind of like the entry point. Does that look silly? Yeah, that looks like it sticks out a lot. So I think I'm gonna make it go to the edge of like that shelf. Hold on, you're in my way now. Go to the edge of this shelf. Like so. And then we'll have Not the cheese fridge. Where's the meat fridge? Meat fridge. Come to here. Because the reason why I want to put the meat fridge is because that's the meat freezer. And then we'll do cheese. I guess that means the next expansion is this middle part. That's okay. I don't know what we're gonna do there. Then we'll mirror this on the other side. It's actually a little harder because this door is here. Huh. Well, maybe we put this at the back then. Just do something like... Oh, we'll need to get a light too. For this back area. Let's do that real quick before I forget. Do we need to get 2? Let's get 2. Yes, you have to buy lights in this game. They only give you 4 to start with. And then we can move this now. Oops, into a better place. Put that on that wall. Let's put the hop-in water deck here. Maybe I should do it like this. It's like just enough space to look weird. And I guess we could just center that. We'll just angle it slightly. We'll just center this. I could get smaller fridges to make this less weird. I don't hate it. Okay, let's grab it. Excuse me, shelf. My way. I don't know where to put this shelf now. I guess I'll just like leave it here. So kind of like make this a little bit nicer. Grab our lights. Oh, this part is so fun. So there's no grid pattern, and you just kind of have to guess. So what I do is I take the light, I put it on the light, and I just like try to square up the sides of the walls, and then I just drag it back. So it's try to make it as in line as possible with all the rest of the lights. And then I just do that on the other angle as well, but we don't have to do that right now. Does it bother us that it's not centered? No, we'll just look down. It's fine. Okay, cool. So 2100, that's not quite enough for the next license, which is at 2800, and then we'll have to have leftover money. So I think with this expansion, we should be able to add enough space to get more stuff. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how the game works. Okay, we did our bills. Yes. Okay. You love to see it. I've also never taken out a loan. I'm sure it's worth it if you want to like boost fast without worrying too much. It also feels way brighter in here now. Am I crazy? Like I just added 2 lights. I feel like it's like... It's weird. I feel like it's way brighter than it was before. Just touch the sticky straw. They definitely didn't come from the hotel together. Okay. Eggs and coffee, I respect it. It's all you need in the morning. Just throw this down here. I do think there might be some AI to where if it's on the bottom shelf, they're less likely to grab it. I don't know. Maybe that's just like perceived bias or whatever. Maybe I'm just less likely to notice when stuff runs out on the bottom. Okay, so we can rearrange this too. We can actually just put the freezers here if we wanted to. Okay, why don't you just buy every fucking potato in the store, eh? Nobody else in the fucking neighborhood needs a potato? Jesus. 3 bags of potatoes, 1 lady. It's her, officer. She took all the potatoes. Gentlemen, right this way. Gentlemen. Sir, you missed the stop. It's right there. Okay. There's no accounting for taste. Oh. She's got a... what is that, tramp stamp? A tribal tramp stamp. It's very 2000 chic. I like it. She looks like a bitch. I don't know if it's a hairdo or what, but she definitely bullied somebody in high school. Thank you, ma'am. A better way to make 40 cents. I just always do 10 dimes. Try to do least coins like you would do in the... Man, you cut the line. It was very gentlemanly of you guys, I guess. Could have at least pulled out, like, exact change for the guys behind you. This guy really needs his caffeine. Did I miss? What? I just, like, totally did not read that number right. Did I change the prices today? Look. I think I did. I think that's the first thing I did. Dishwasher tablet. Let's go look. Yes, I did. Oh, what? Bees? Sale on the bees. Let's check chicken. Let's check potatoes. Let's grab a box of potatoes, which is what I was on my way to do before the man complained about the bees. Bees here. Also, if you didn't know, you don't have to run by in the register. You can just like click on it from anywhere. Very handy to find out. Okay, 3 bottles of olive oil. Have fun, I guess. Okay. So 50, 30. That's what I was trying to do, and I fucked it up somehow. My brain doesn't think well in not 10s. Everything has to be a 10 or my brain just can't comprehend. When it's an odd number, it'd be really useful if my brain could comprehend 5s, but I can't. Wish we'd go back to the 12 counting method, like a dozen. People used to count on their knuckles. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I like a dozen eggs is a thing. $25, 30. Okay, got it. Thank you. Sorry, it's hard. My brain doesn't work like that. At least I don't have to do the calculation. Like if I had to like do the received and then subtract and get the total and like, I'm glad it does it for me because I can't do math. I would just like click pennies until it was green and they were happy. Thank you, base game developer. Appreciate your contribution to society. You've saved the pockets of all of my neighbors. I assume we live in the storage unit, or maybe like we have an apartment up there. Or maybe we're just a filthy out-of-towner that's like, we're gonna open up a grocery store. You know what this community needs? A grocery store. I'm gonna mark up the prices. Good, looking good. Not out of anything. Pretty close on pasta and rice, or flour and rice, but we'll be okay. So it is 8:30. It doesn't look like anybody's complaining about prices, so there's that. I mean, you gotta charge a little bit more for the convenience of having it shipped into the neighborhood, right? And that all I gotta do is walk down the block. I would love that. If all I had to do was walk downstairs to get groceries, I would go to the grocery store probably every day. Or just get whatever I feel like making that day. Be one of those people that has a fridge full of groceries instead of just the things I'm going to eat that week. Although sometimes when we have a couple things, I'll make something. We don't generally have very many things. It's kind of dark. Maybe I'll pull this light back here a little bit. These corners are just a little dark. That's a little bit better. Alright, it's 9 p.m. Gotta figure out where all the stuff is again. I love when you move everything. Oof. Oof, the lag. That's when you know it's your last day. The lag has come to save you, end your day. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just bullshitting at this point. A long day, man. It's a Monday. This will go up on a Saturday, but right now, as I'm recording, it's a Monday. Birthday was last week. I'm older now. Time skipped forward, although I did notice because luckily for me, I never really noticed the time like jump ahead because it's always like the week after my birthday, so I generally take off that week. So I'm pretty fortunate in that I've been sleeping for several days. I always feel bad because like if I don't have anything planned for a vacation, if I'm just taking time off for like my birthday and I don't specifically plan anything, I will just sleep the whole time. And it feels like such a waste because like, you know, I was free and I wasted it. Sleep. I don't get enough sleep during the week. It's just because like my brain is like, it functions better towards the end of the day. Like, I don't know what happens, but after like 5 p.m., like right as the sun's going down, my brain just like turns on. It's just like, oh, you're awake now. And it's like, no. Don't do that. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna stay up till 2 a.m. It's like, okay, well, there goes my full night's sleep. What am I looking for? Oh, green tea. Got lost in the sauce. Still tea in here? Sheesh. You'll love to see it. Little boxes with lots of stuff. Still tea in here? No tea. Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, goddamn fence. I need that fence. I will pay any amount of money to get rid of the fence, sir. Please. I will give you all of the money I have in my bank account to move the damn fence. Those... I didn't get the other one. My life savings to remove the safety fence. Although I will say, he didn't have to move the storage down. It could have just been like on the same level. I think it gives it more character that it's on a different level. And like gives it that basement feel without it being like a full flight of stairs that's just annoying to like run up and down. So there's that. Imagine you go to the seasoning aisle and it's just salt. It's like, oh, where's your seasoning aisle? It's like, oh, here's our seasoning shelf. Sir, that's just salt. Like, yeah? What else could you possibly need besides just salt? So I hope this music's okay for YouTube. It'll be a good test because we use this music on the puzzle channel. That's the word I was looking for. So it'll be a good test to see because I won't get to those videos until a year from now. And it would suck if I had a year's worth of videos to like add music to versus like a few months. I could have the dog cam on this game. I don't know that you guys want to look at the 34 because she got into a box earlier and pulled out some paper packing material. It says the other day, but she likes it. And it's better than her chewing up something she definitely should not be chewing up. Is that a stick? Doesn't look like plastic, so it's probably fine. I love our little fridge section. It turned out so good. I have to get a picture for like the thumbnail. Should have done it at the beginning. Dang. I'll do it. I guess I'll do it at the end. That's kind of how I did the 2 Point Campus games. Is I always took a screenshot at the end, like where we ended that episode. It's like, you know, starting. I guess it would have just been an empty field in most cases. I guess could have been worked too. I just didn't think about it till the end of the episode, or the first one that I recorded. That's how most things go. I don't really think of the thumbnail, and I'm like, oh shoot, yeah. Actually, does anybody use auto thumbnails on YouTube? I'm sure some people do. Very small channels. Ooh, we got a whole section of mozzarella. You give them seafood, suddenly they want the mozzarella. The seafood and mozzarella go together? I feel like it would not go together. Also kind of just looks like a shrimp next to it. I know it's a tomato, but my brain sees that shape, that like curved shape, is like, ah, shrimp, yummy. Love shrimp. Don't like when they have the heads on them though. I do prefer them to already be de-headed, deveined, but I digress. And nobody wants a 4-pack of eggs, now we have 12-pack of eggs. I do wish that like if they couldn't find like a smaller, like if say they couldn't find a 12-pack of eggs, that they would just be like, oh, I guess I'll just get 3 4-packs. Like it's definitely more expensive, but like that's what you do in real life, right? You wouldn't just be like, guess I'm not getting eggs. Like, but what if you're baking that night? You need eggs. You know? You get the eggs. I'm gonna drive all the way to another store. Although there are 4 other grocery stores in this neighborhood, so maybe they have eggs. Okay, we expanded the store. Oh, we need to finish the night. I didn't even do that. I like stocking at night. I don't know why. Native 1600 because of upgrades. Potato, oil, and scallops. That sounds like a tasty combination if you ask me. Let's go $4.90. Let's see if we can get away with 4. Scallops. What is scallops? This is scallops? Dang, sucks. Okay, that's where we're gonna end today. we did pretty good. We got an expansion in, which is what I wanted to do. We've got another product license to sell seafood, essentially. We did a little bit of reorganizing. This is definitely not the final layout, but it gave us more room to work in this freezer section. I think I do, the next time we get fridge items, want to add 2 mini fridges, just because that'll give us some design options, whereas right now everything is kind of the same size and a problem. I do wish we had the smaller shelves, but maybe in an update we will. Yeah, so we'll see if his update comes out sometime this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time.